Hello, chosen folks. Welcome once again. One thing I want us all to learn or study is most of the humiliation, the disrespect, and the bad treatment that people give us is an opposite of the true greatness that is in us. Get this and understand it for sure. It doesn't feel good, but that's how it is. There are a lot of instances that I have personal experiences from. At times, I try to greet people, then they withdraw their hand is to signify that they are not worthy of me, but they do it in a disrespectful manner. But in the spirit, it is the spirit is sending a signal. So we should try to understand the motives or what the spirit is telling us, rather than the silly things that people are doing in the actions. You get it? There are a lot of people that I try to touch while having conversation with them. They tell me not to touch them. It's to show that they are not worthy of me. So at times the spirit works in opposite ways. So if we take it as in the angle of disrespect alone, we lose it. That's why Jesus Christ, he was put on a crown of thorns. They hate it. It was like they were mocking him, but actually he was the King of the Kings in the Bible. As for now, Jesus Christ's name is everywhere. Every Christmas, the whole world, every religion celebrate Christmas because of the name of Christ. He earned that name. But at first, it seems like it was a mockery. It seems like a disrespect. It seems like satire. They spat on him. All the mockery was an opposite way of pronouncing his greatness. They wrote the King of the Kings, the King of the Jews, at the top of his cross. Even though it was during his horrific death, which seems like a form of improper death, a form of improper announcement, but it was a prophetic way of announcing his greatness. So a lot of disrespect and a lot of things that people do, they reject you. It's another way. It's a subtle form of announcing that you are far worthier than them, so they do not want to associate with you. That's why at times when you are moving, people try to hide and monitor you. They are seeing you are a far higher light being, like an angel, that they don't, they kind of decipher. They admire you in private, but they don't want to. That's why they reject you. They don't want to. They don't want to admit how great you are, how special you are. That's you chosen. So the disrespect can be done. They can keep it coming, but in your heart, get this point of view that it's a way of announcing your special being and your greatness. That's why they are doing that. As a chosen, the moment you get that perspective, you flip the script. You get the whole this thing. You get it, the whole revelation about yourself. They try to treat you down. They try to make you feel down so that you forget your true identity as your higher being, the great being, the light source that you are as a chosen. But this is what you should know. Anything the devil tries to prevent you from is what announces your greatness. So just flip it the opposite way, you get the actual number as a chosen. If they disrespect you, if they mock you in public, if some insult you in public, if they attack you, it's because they are scared of you, bro. They are scared of your greatness as a chosen. So don't let that keep you down. Keep going and keep being your stronger self. You get it? Keep standing in your light and never flinch. That should even make you stronger. You are a human being. The moment they disrespect you, you feel bad. But when you go into your brain, meditate, and understand the reason for which I'm telling you this, you know that it's true. Prophetically, they think they were mocking Jesus, but they were announcing his greatness in the opposite manner. That's the same way they are doing to you, chosen. They see you as a Christ or a light being in their midst. So they behave. That's why they watch you and people stare at you in public when you are walking alone. So they deny it and they treat you opposite way or awkwardly because most humans are filled with demons. So that shouldn't alarm you. That shouldn't make you feel too bad or down to the core. But that should rather, in the midst of making you feel bad, strengthen you and get you to understand. Most of the times we feel emotionally bad based on how our brain interprets the reality. So we should let our brain interpret it in the actual way or the rightful way so that we know how to go about certain things and stuff. I mean, you're getting me as a fellow chosen. Yeah, I've been through a lot of this. At times they may be successful than you in terms of money and material things, but they still envy you. That's a spiritual fact and it's a prophetic mystery. Not everyone can understand. So you will see that they are distressing because they feel they have ego, but it's the opposite way. Their spirit cannot contain you. They feel you are ahead of them. That's why at times you talk with certain people and they try to brag the material things they have. At times too, it come in another forms. But you are chosen. See yourself as a high being. Delight in yourself. Encourage yourself. Strengthen yourself. Value yourself because you are somebody. Chosen brother, that's what I've come to tell you for today. And no matter what they do to you, it will keep you rather more stronger to focus until you get there and complete your task, your journey, and your destiny. God bless you once again for listening to today's one. You are welcome. Peace, love, and light to you all. I'm out.